sister girls. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's your girl Maya, and this is a space for faith-led women who are healing, who are growing, and learning how to choose themselves without guilt. So today's video is one I really wish I had years ago, because we are talking about the words that can quietly keep you stuck in the wrong relationship. The topic is, if a man says these 8 things, walk away. And this isn't because you're dramatic or because you're impatient, but because some sentences tell you everything you need to know about how safe, how secure, and how valued you would be with someone. A lot of women stay in situations that don't feel good because the man never actually did anything bad. He just kept saying things that slowly drained their peace. So things that sound honest, things that sound vulnerable, things that make you feel guilty for wanting clarity. So today we're breaking down 8 phrases men say that are not harmless, but they are warnings. And if you ever felt confused, anxious, or like you're constantly trying to read between the lines in your relationship, this video is going to bring you so much clarity, girl. So grab your tea, grab your journal, or just take a deep breath. And let's get into it. Would they be like, I'm not ready for anything serious, but I don't want to lose you? Girl, when a man says this, what he is really telling you is that he wants the benefits of having you, but without the responsibility of keeping you. He's saying he's enjoying your attention, your presence, your softness, and your emotional labor, but he does not want to be held accountable for how his actions affect your heart. This sentence is dangerous because it sounds so vulnerable and honest, doesn't it? Which makes women feel guilty for wanting clarity. But clarity is not pressure. Clarity is protection. A man who truly values you will never risk losing you by staying emotionally unavailable while still holding you close. When someone says they are not ready for commitment but does not want to let you go, they are choosing their comfort over your emotional safety. And God does not operate in confusion. And when someone's intentions are unclear, it is often because they benefit from keeping them that way. If a man cannot give you a clear yes, then the answer is already no. And staying will only delay your healing. I've been hurt before, so I move slow. This sentence sounds emotionally mature, but it is often a way to excuse emotional unavailability. Yes, people get hurt, but healed people do not make their trauma someone else's burden to carry. When a man uses his past to justify keeping you at a distance while expecting emotional closeness, he's asking you to pay the price for wounds that you did not cause. A man who truly is healing moves carefully but intentionally, not avoidantly. He doesn't push new women for the mistakes of old relationships. You are not meant to prove that you are safe enough for him to love. That is his work with God, not your job. When someone stays stuck in their pain, they will create new pain everywhere they go. Godly love doesn't come with emotional debt attached to it. Why do you need labels? When a man resists labels, he is usually resisting responsibility. Labels create clarity, and clarity creates emotional safety. Without a name for the relationship, there are no boundaries, there are no expectations, and there are no real protection for your heart. A man who genuinely wants you will want to define what you are because he wants to secure you. When someone avoids defining the relationship, it often means they want the freedom to act single while still enjoying the benefits of a committed woman. You are not asking for too much when you ask for clarity. You are asking for honesty. God is not the author of confusion, and relationships without definition are emotionally unstable. You deserve to know where you stand with someone who has access to your heart. You're not like other girls. This sounds so flattering at first, but it is often a form of emotional manipulation. When a man separates you from other women, it makes you feel special while slowly isolating you from wisdom and support. It creates a subtle competition that keeps you trying to stay different enough to be chosen. Godly men do not degrade women as a group in order to evaluate one woman. They honor the femininity as a whole and treat women with respect across the board. So when someone speaks negatively about women, it reveals how they will eventually speak about you. And a man who truly values you will not need to put others down to lift you up. Love does not require comparison to be real. That's real talk. I'm just being honest. When a man says I'm just being honest right after he says something hurtful or dismissive or disrespectful, he is telling you that he values being unfiltered more than being kind. Honestly, without compassion is not maturity. It is emotional recklessness. A godly man understands that truth should never be used as a weapon against the woman he claims to care about. So when someone repeatedly hurts you and then hides behind honesty, they are teaching you that your feelings do not matter to them. Over time, this creates emotional numbness because you start bracing for the next painful comment instead of feeling safe. Love yourself again. God's version of truth always comes with gentleness, patience, and care. If his honesty leaves you bleeding instead of healed, it is not love. You're too sensitive. When a man tells you that you are too sensitive, what he is really saying is that your emotions are inconvenient to him. It's used to avoid accountability for hurtful behavior. Your feelings are not a flaw. They are information about what feels safe and what does not. So women are naturally emotionally intelligent, and God designed that sensitivity to protect us, not to shame us. A man who makes you doubt your emotions is slowly teaching you to ignore your intuition. So when you stop trusting your inner voice, you become easier to control and easier to mistreat. But God speaks through discernment, and your feelings are often the first signal that something is wrong. A man who truly cares about you will want to understand your emotions, not silence them. I don't believe in marriage. When a man tells you he does not believe in marriage, he is being very clear about the kind of future he sees for himself. So many women hear this and think that they will be the one who changed his mind. But you cannot love a man into a vision he does not already have. Marriage is not just a ceremony. It is a mindset of commitment, sacrifice, and long-term responsibility. A man who does not believe in marriage is telling you that he does not plan to build something lasting with anyone. Staying with someone who has no intention of creating a future only guarantees that heartbreak. God does not ask women to invest years into men who already told them that they are not planning to stay. Believe what he says that first time, sis. All women are the same. This sentence reveals deep bitterness and unresolved pain. So a man who says this has not healed from his past and is projecting his hurt onto every woman he meets. When someone sees all women as the same, it means they are unwilling to take responsibility for their own patterns. They blame women instead of looking inward. A man who resents women will never be able to fully love one, even if he is dating her. That resentment will eventually show up in how he treats you. God calls men to honor women, not to generalize and degrade them. A man who does not respect women as a group will not respect you as an individual. Sister girl, you got to think to yourself. Most women do not stay because they are weak. They stay because they were taught to survive. Many of us grew up believing love means endurance. Love means patience. Love means self-sacrifice. We were taught to overgive, to over-understand, and to under-expect. Survival mode teaches women to hold on even when something is hurting them. But God never intended for relationships to feel like something you have to survive. Love should feel safe. Love should feel steady. Love should feel peaceful. When you stay in situations that make you anxious, you are training your nervous system to accept chaos as normal. God's love does not come with confusion attached to it. You deserve rest, not emotional exhaustion. So ladies, if you had to shrink yourself, silence your needs, or ignore your intuition to keep that man, he was never meant to stay in your life. Some people are not meant to be partners. They are meant to be lessons. Walking away is not a failure. It is self-respect. God does not remove people to punish you. He removes them to protect you. Every time you choose clarity over attachment, you are stepping closer to the love that is actually meant for you. Softness is not weakness. It is what you protect when you finally choose yourself. And the right man, he would never ask you to betray your peace to be loved. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace!